Have you ever noticed that the world around you might be hiding messages that only a few can see? In this video, we'll uncover symbols and hidden meanings that shape how we think and live, revealing how they can transform your worldview. Get ready to access tools used by the greatest thinkers in history and begin constructing the most important temple, your inner self. After this, you'll never see the world the same way again. Symbols, as enigmatic as they are fascinating, are everywhere, hidden in plain sight. They surround us in historical monuments, corporate logos, and even in the patterns of the streets we walk daily. A simple example? Think about the triangle symbol on the play button, suggesting progress and forward motion. These small details, often overlooked, were left behind by ancient builders who understood the power of visuals to shape ideas and spread knowledge. Have you ever noticed a recurring symbol in different places? Perhaps it has more to tell than you might imagine. The ancient Freemasons, masters of embedding wisdom in plain sight, knew that symbols are keys to a kind of knowledge not found in books, but through observation and reflection. Take the compass, for example. It's more than a drawing tool. It invites meditation on balance and perfection. Next time you see a symbol like the all-seeing eye, pause and reflect. It might be suggesting that you connect with awareness and see beyond appearances. Isn't it remarkable how something seemingly simple can carry such profound messages? These symbols weren't created just to decorate, but to awaken curiosity and inspire transformation. They are silent reminders to look deeper into your own journey. Why not start paying closer attention to the details around you? Perhaps the next monument you see, or even a piece of street art, is trying to tell a story. And just as symbols guide us, they also open the door to the next theme, the journey of those who dare to build an inner temple. Imagine that every step you take in life is like the careful movement of a builder erecting a temple. This temple isn't made of ordinary stones, but of virtues, thoughts, and actions that define who you are. In Freemasonry, this metaphor comes to life. Each person is seen as an apprentice who, with dedication, builds their inner masterpiece. The builder requires patience and tools like discipline and self-mastery to smooth out imperfections. Wouldn't it be amazing to see your own journey this way, as the architect of yourself? This internal construction begins with the foundation, self-knowledge. Knowing who you are and the values that support your life is essential. A practical example is taking daily time to reflect on your choices. Ask yourself, is this decision aligned with the temple I'm building? Just as a builder inspects every stone before placing it, you must evaluate whether your actions reflect your ideals. After all, a poorly built foundation won't withstand life's storms, but the journey isn't linear. It has highs and lows, moments of doubt and clarity. However, it's this very journey that gives the work its meaning. Each challenge faced strengthens the foundation of your character, and every victory represents a stone placed in the right spot. And as you build, the need for balance arises, a central pillar of this journey. Let's explore how this concept intertwines thought, emotion, and action. Balance is the central point where thought, emotion, and action meet. Imagine a pendulum swinging from one extreme to the other until it finds its resting position. Such is balance in life, a subtle dance between mind and heart, where actions reflect an inner harmony. In Freemasonry, mastery is achieved through self-discipline. After all, what's the use of having great ideas or intense feelings if there's no control to turn them into meaningful actions? The true builder learns to use their inner tools to align these three elements. How can you apply this in everyday life? Consider a situation of conflict. Someone says something that provokes a strong emotional reaction. Instead of impulsively reacting, balance suggests you take a deep breath, process the emotion, and choose a thoughtful response. This practice may seem simple, but requires constant discipline. Have you ever tried writing down your thoughts before acting in a tense moment? It's a powerful tool for training balance between what you feel and how you act. However, mastery isn't just for difficult moments. It also empowers the journey toward purpose. With balance, every step is more conscious, every decision more aligned. As you learn to integrate thought, emotion, and action, you'll see that this triad reflects the interaction of light and darkness, two sides of the same coin that guide us toward growth. Let's explore this connection in the next stage of the journey. Light and darkness are more than opposites. They are complementary forces shaping our path. In Freemasonry, light symbolizes knowledge, while darkness represents ignorance, not in a negative sense. Darkness invites discovery, the space where curiosity is sparked. Think of how a dark room compels you to search for a light switch. This impulse to seek light reflects our desire to learn and grow. Without darkness, light would lose its essence. Have you noticed how your most difficult moments often bring the most valuable lessons? The balance between light and darkness teaches us that both are necessary for growth. Just as day doesn't exist without night, our personal progress depends on embracing life's dualities. A simple example is when we face fear. The darkness of fear can paralyze us, but it can also challenge us to find the light of courage. Try turning uncomfortable situations into opportunities for learning. Ask yourself, what is this situation trying to teach me? This reflection transforms what seems negative into a stepping stone towards self-mastery. As we navigate between light and darkness, we realize that the right tools are essential to guide our way. These tools not only show us where to step, but also help us build a stronger future. And it's precisely about these tools that we'll speak next, exploring how each can be used to shape our character. The symbolic tools used by Freemasons go beyond their literal function. They carry profound lessons about self-mastery and growth. The compass, for instance, isn't just a precision instrument. It's a reminder to draw boundaries in our lives, maintaining integrity and discipline. The square, on the other hand, challenges us to align our thoughts and actions with just values. Imagine applying this in daily life. As you set goals, use the compass to define what's essential and the square to ensure your choices are ethical and consistent. Another fascinating tool is the all-seeing eye. It symbolizes awareness and constant vigilance over our own actions. When you reflect on your daily choices, what do you think the eye would see? This symbol inspires us to cultivate a broader view of life, considering how our decisions affect ourselves and the world around us. A practical example would be keeping a gratitude journal, where you note small actions that demonstrated integrity and balance. This habit refines your perception and aligns it with your purposes. Each of these symbolic tools guides us in building our inner temple. They remind us not only of who we are, but of who we can become. And like every builder, we need a clear plan to move forward. In the next step of the journey, we'll explore how to climb the ladder of learning and mastery, using these tools to reach new heights. The journey toward mastery is like climbing a ladder, where each rung represents a lesson or discipline necessary for growth. In Masonic tradition, rungs like grammar, logic, and music symbolize areas of knowledge that shape the mind, heart, and soul. But this ladder isn't purely intellectual. It demands physical and spiritual effort. Climbing means facing challenges, stumbling, and finding the courage to keep going. Have you stopped to think about the rungs you're climbing today? With each step, you come closer to your best self. In everyday life, this path can be followed through small acts of self-discipline. Dedicating time to reading, for example, strengthens the mind. Books like Meditations by Marcus Aurelius or The Art of War by Sun Tzu offer profound insights into discipline and strategy. However, mastering the senses is also crucial. A simple exercise is practicing mindfulness. Observe your breathing, Listen to the sounds around you and notice the details of the present moment. This practice sharpens your perceptions and strengthens your connection to the now. Each rung climbed not only broadens your knowledge, but also elevates your awareness. Looking back, you'll see how the challenges overcome were essential to progress. But there's a special symbol that guides every step of this journey: the all-seeing eye. It reminds us that beyond climbing, we must see clearly what's around and within us. Let's delve into the power of this symbol in the next step. The all-seeing eye is more than an image. It's an invitation to expand your awareness and live with integrity. This symbol reminds us that our actions are always being observed, not just by others, but by ourselves. It represents the connection to something greater, as if to remind us that every choice matters in the fabric of life. Think about it. How would you act if you knew that all your actions are like seeds planted in fertile soil? This watchful eye challenges us to reflect on the impact we're leaving in the world. In practice, living by the principle of the all-seeing eye means being more mindful of your decisions and behaviors. Try a simple exercise. At the end of the day, review your actions mentally. Ask yourself, did I live according to my values today? This practice helps align your choices with what truly matters. It's like adjusting the focus of a lens to see more clearly the areas where you can grow and improve. After all, awareness is the first step toward transformation. Guided by this symbol of vigilance and wisdom, we continue constructing the inner temple. With every step, the pieces fall into place and character takes shape. But like every good builder knows, the work is only complete when the interior reflects a space of virtue, wisdom, and purpose. It's about this final construction that we'll speak next. Building the inner temple is the greatest endeavor, as it requires every stone to be a conscious choice and every wall erected to represent a solidified virtue. This temple isn't visible to the eye, but felt in the actions of those who build it. Imagine your life as a work of art in constant creation, where values like integrity, wisdom, and discipline are the essential materials. The inner temple doesn't seek absolute perfection, but continuous progress. After all, true mastery lies in refining what's already good and transforming what can still improve. This construction requires daily practices that connect thought, emotion, and action. Start with something simple yet powerful: a morning ritual. Dedicate a few minutes to meditating, reflecting on your goals, or reading something inspiring like Wisdom of the Ages by Wayne Dyer. These moments, no matter how small, are like bricks carefully placed in the right spot. And as you build, notice how your attitude toward challenges begins to shift. The inner temple strengthens when you choose virtue over impulsive reaction. In the end, this temple becomes a sacred space within you, where your highest essence resides. It's where light and darkness coexist in harmony, and the builder recognizes themselves as the master of their own journey. But the construction is never truly finished. There will always be new stones to shape, new lessons to learn. And as this work continues, the opportunity to share what you've learned with the world arises. Are you ready to apply all this knowledge to your life? Now that you've uncovered secrets hidden in plain sight, the question remains: what will you do with this knowledge? Identifying symbols, understanding their messages, and applying them to the construction of your inner temple is an immense power, but it only makes sense if put into practice. Have you thought about which areas of your life need refining? The next step is yours, and it could change everything. Why not start today? Take a moment to reflect on the tools we discussed here. What can you adjust in your routine to build a stronger foundation for your growth? Small actions, like paying closer attention to what surrounds you or practicing balance between thought and emotion, make a huge difference. Share in the comments what you'll do to begin this journey. We'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences. If you want to keep learning and uncovering new mysteries, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you won't miss any content. Your journey is just beginning, and we'll be here to guide you every step of the way. Now it's up to you. What will you build starting today?